Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video I'll be playing in the Tier 10 American Collector Heavy, the Concept 1B. This Tier 10 Heavy features, well, one of the most dangerous guns in Tier 10 now. Wargaming decided that it was not good enough, so they gave it a double-shot autoloader. And a lot of people originally said, oh, this thing's getting nerfed because it's losing DPM, it's getting worse accuracy. But nah, it got buffed. Because, as I've said many times in the past, double-shot autoloaders are, frankly, just kind of OP. Because you get the advantage of two shells, right? Let's pretend a T-125 pokes you. You get to shoot the thing for 760 damage, and then you just back up. And because you only have a 14-second clip reload, by the time the E5 or whatever that single shot tank is tries to push you, you're already reloaded again. And that's where the double shot really is dumb. 3-shot or even 4-shot auto-loaders, auto-reloaders, sacrifice a lot as they go into the clip because it takes a really long time to get those shells back. But when you only have to load 2 shells, it's not that big of a deal. And especially in a Concept 1B, this tank for a while has only had one thing which kind of balanced it, and it was the fact that its lower alpha damage paired with its not amazing holding capabilities allowed enemies to push it. But now that you've got this double shot, it's basically impossible to push the Concept. And the thing is, this tank is also really fast. Like we can see, I'm chilling at over 40 kilometers per hour now, which makes me faster than the 4005, 215B, Kampfpanzer 70. I'm faster than every tank on my team. So that means that I can cross this and not bleed any health getting across. And then we get right over to the far corner here. Let's see if anybody is over here. There you go, we got the enemy E6. We bounce the first shot, and my teammate gets in my way. Thanks, Kampfpanzer, that's really great. It's fine, though. Still pen the shot. So we basically went even with the enemy E6. Reloading, 3, 2, 1. Alright, there you go. There's 395, and boom, there you go. That player's out of the game. So we've done 1,000 damage now. You can already see where this gun is just kind of stupid. E6 is getting YOLO'd by the 215B. And, well, I guess I'll get the clear. Reload my clip immediately. I'll take a kill. I mean, I'm not going to complain. The 4005s are pushing each other. We can see a 121B on our rear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There's 399. Boom. There's 403. The thing about the Concept is it actually has more high explosive alpha even when shooting at something like a 4005 than you do with your standard because it has 500 HE alpha and 380 AP. So you always want to try and load HE when you have the opportunity. There's 1 pen and 2 pens. Yeah, I think you can start to understand why this tank having a double shot is really dumb. Like, the thing just doesn't miss. It has great DPM still, and when you pair all that with the fact that it's an impenetrable turret, oh, I mean, what do you do to counter this? There's 374. There's 393. I actually got bled a bit from that 183 shooting my teammate in the 215B. We are already up to 3,400 damage, which is quite good. I'm surprised that the 215B didn't just shoot the 183 in the lower plate with Ash, because they could easily do that. There you go, 1 pen, and 215B's going to get the kill. Get a shot into the Lorraine. And just like that, we're up to 4,200 damage in our first battle. Pretty brain dead, if you ask me. Pretty dang brain dead. But that's the Concept. It is a brain dead tank now. It is an absolutely brain dead vehicle. I'm not sure why that 215B didn't just drive around the corner. It's physically impossible for that Lorraine to kill the 215B. And the 215B is a decent player. I mean, they're at least like a 55 to 60% or so. I don't know, a little confusing there. But hey, either way, we did pretty good. We ended up earning 4,500 damage, 3 kills, and we're going to get a boatload of credits, 128,000. The Christmas tree that Wargaming has available right now, oh, didn't mean to click that. This Christmas tree here is incredibly good. You can get 25% bonus credits in every game you play. That's actually huge. Doesn't matter so much for me because I have 308 million credits. But if you're free to play, being able to level up that Christmas tree early on and earn 25% extra credits, that means you can drive a premium, and then you can basically earn like over 100k credits every single game. And if you're pairing that with credit boosters, it's pretty wild. But we're not going to focus on that because if you're watching this video in the future when this event's not active, you're probably just here for the Concept. And yeah, I mean, that first game alone is already just such a good illustration. Like, The tank does not care about what's in front of it now. You can get hull down, nothing can pen you, and then when you pair that with the fact that you have mobility, turret armor, and even still good DPM, like, what do you do to counter this thing, bruh? That's the real question. I don't really think there is much of a counter to the concept. So let's see what the enemy team has. They have a 50B, a Rhino, an E5. That's all pretty dangerous tanks. And obviously, I have to be a little bit careful here. We're going to ping for my team where I'm heading, and hopefully they follow, but our BZ-75 has decided that they don't want to do their role as a heavy, and yeah, it's not looking great for our team as of now. I did not mean to drive into that. Oh boy. Alright, we're going to play this smart. We're going to play a bit more passive than normal. We got the Rhino. Alright, 62A gets shot for 690 by the 4005. I find it funny how the 4005 seems to just never low roll. Okay, we got the Rhino over there. I'm not worried about the Rhino at all. It can't pen me, so I don't really care. I'm more worried about the 4005 than the Rhino, to be honest. 62A got a cross, which is actually pretty good. I wonder if we can hit the CS from over here. Boom. There you go, 398. Boom. Aw, that second one didn't pen? That's actually crazy. I still helped out the bat chat. I brought the CS down to a 1 clip. 62A and the rest of the team are going to push him. Okay, it's not bad. However, our team is definitely not doing great right now. I gotta be really, really careful here. Interesting. I don't know what the... Oh, they went low? Interesting. Alright, well, I'm just gonna head over here. We have the enemy 4005, which we can get no pens into... Okay. That was a crazy bad shot. We do get 1 pen into the 4005, though. And here's the thing. Because this tank is so mobile, we can just drive right to the rear of this 4005 and take them out of the game. We have a 2.5 second intraclip, so there's literally nothing this 4005 can do to counter me. We reload. There's 1 shot for 385, and 2 shots. They're out of the game. As I said, with a 2.5 second intraclip, there's basically nothing that 4005 can do. So... we didn't do a lot this game. I thought that there would be more opportunity for damage, but we kind of just played passive, and the enemy team kind of just died. But we're doing okay. We're at 1500, and I'm hoping that we can push this Rhino and get a little bit of damage at least. Oh, man. The Rhino's just getting obliterated, dude. I thought that the medium flank was going to be destroyed because of what's going on, but it just clearly isn't being destroyed. Boom. 727 into that guy, though. That's pretty good. Can't believe we got the jump off. That was pretty fun. And then all that leaves us with is the enemy E4, who I'm probably not going to be able to get any damage into. While this tank does have good mobility, we don't have enough mobility to get up this hill and kill the E4 in time. It's alright. I mean, as I said, we didn't do anything crazy this game, but we won, we held, and we did our job. I thought that the medium flank was going to be destroyed, so that's why I left. I thought that they were going to get destroyed. But the Rhino made a huge misplay. The Rhino should have ignored me, gone for the mediums, and taken them out. And instead the Rhino turned around and shot at me. What I should have done in retrospect, though, is just fought the Rhino. I thought, really, that our mediums are just going to die, and then I was going to have to deal with an E4, a T100, and a Rhino, and that wouldn't have gone well for me, especially if the 4005 was on my rear. So I played a little conservative there, but the thing I always say is that the victory is more important than the damage. So if I keep myself alive, and I guarantee that my team gets a victory, that's really all that matters. So here we are, Naval Frontier. 2 4005s up against us. Every single game you play, there's a 4005 up against you. It's really, really cringe, but, oh well. You can't beat him, join him, I guess, right? So we are going to go over towards the heavy flank. Again, the thing that's great about the concept is because this thing is so fast, we can get over to that heavy side without bleeding any health. All of my other teammates aren't as fast as me, so when they try crossing, they will probably get bled. But I don't have to worry about that. I have the mobility to get over here, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And looking at the enemy lineup, I'm the fastest tank by far, which means that I can easily cross over here, and I can get into this position. And there you go, we have the enemy Rhino, which I'm not able to get a shell into. The Rhino actually didn't spot me, which is interesting, but doesn't really matter. Okay. Anybody here? There's a yo. I know the 4005s. Ah, there it is. was about to say, I know the 4005s are back there. We got a 183. There's 390, and boom, there's 423. We got all that assistance, and look at that. The 4005 bounces the second shot. Elbozo! That's the thing. Like, the armor on the concept is so good that when you get the thing hauled down, you can't pen it. So that 4005 just sits there and doesn't do anything to me. It's really, really nice. We're going to chill right here, and... I mean, that Rhino's just cooked, let's be real. Am I spotted? If I'm spotted, that 4005's there. Nope, I'm not spotted. Okay. I want to push down, but I'm also a little worried that we're going to get, like, you know, giga nuked if we do. But screw it, I'm going to go for it. I don't think it's a bad play to do what I'm doing here, because we can get hauled down against these players. So, there is the enemy 4005. There's 360, and... Aw, dang. RNG did not support me there. It doesn't really matter, though. I mean, again, you can't pen this thing hauled down, so I can just chill here all I want. 4005 just got a massive HE into that guy. We just keep waiting here. There you go. There's the enemy 4005. Boom. There's 350. Load another HE. Boom. 424. We just taken 800 health off that tank. I mean, what do you do to counter this? What do you do? As I said, you can't push the concept anymore because pushing it is no longer a weakness. Okay, well, that guy's dead. I think they killed each other, which is kind of funny. So we're going to head over to the 60 TP. We've only dealt 2,000 damage, but it's fine. We're just going to push this guy, and there's one pen, 319, two pens, 408. Alright, the 60 is going to be shot twice by the VZ, I would assume. Yeah, maybe not. Alright, we're just going to chill here. I don't really care if the 60 TP face hugs me. In fact, it's probably a lot harder for the 60 to pen me than it is for him. Because my tank actually has pretty good gun depression, so I can just cut right through the 60. And he cannot cut through me. Yeah. So there you go, 3,400 damage. Pretty brain dead overall. I mean, again, you can't counter the concept now. There is no counter to this vehicle. It just gets hauled down. It shoots you twice and backs in the cover. So that's our third victory here in 12 minutes. So let's do one more game and see if the concept won Beeler. Alrighty. Well, we got a 114 SP2, 60 TP. And that's about it. Okay. So not too much in terms of heavily armored vehicles. But they do have an XM, a Tortoise, so something else to keep in mind. Alright. Well, we are going to move to this crossing here. And we're going to go as fast as we can. Because I'm the gingerbread man. Alright, here we are. Actually, you know what? Screw it, I'm going in. Actually, we can see the 114 SP2 spotted on the other side of the map. Which means that they are all going to be going that way. But because our tank is so fast, we might be able to catch them off guard in this. I have a feeling there's not going to be anybody over here. Ah. Okay. So, we got a lone tortoise. Oh, are we serious? Are we serious? Is this what I'm doing here today? Alright, well, the 60 gets shot, but I already know what's going to happen. Yeah, dude? Yeah? Oh. Okay. I will bounce the tortoise's hatch. This is when I get very frustrated at Blitz, because I did good plays. Like, the plays that I made were logical, they made sense, and I'm being punished. But you know what? Get out of my game. There's one. There's two. Bye. I don't understand what the thought process is to make a play like that, you know? I mean, we're doing totally fine. I bled a bit of health, and my gun definitely trolled me a bit, but, 60 misses. I love when my teammates drive into me and almost cost me health. Thanks, WZ. But, oh my god, what is our team doing, bruh? Either way, I would assume that this guy's gonna die. I don't know, our WZ seems pretty bad, dude. Pretty dang bad of a player. I'm gonna aim it on the there's 60, not the concept. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what our teammates are doing. But we're good, we're good. I'd love to be able to shoot that Sheridan, but I reloaded my clip, so I won't be able to hit that. Alright, let's cross over here. We're up to 2,000 damage already, which is decent. They do have a grill still, and I gotta be careful about that, because the grill could be sitting back there. So we're gonna take the safe route. There you go. Got a couple vehicles spotted. 114, Sheridan. There's the XM. Drive this way, and then keep on going this way. Alright. Huh. I don't know what to expect from this. Oh, great. There it is. There it is. I knew it. It's my fault for thinking that I would be okay. There you go. Our team gets 1 pen. I get 2 pens. I don't understand what this... I knew that I had team support, is what I need to say. I knew that I had team support. I had plenty of vehicles covering me. I just don't understand why that XM thought that that was ever going to be a rewarding play on their part, you know? Alright, there's 1 pen. There's 2 pens. Nice. I mean, we're already up to 3,500 damage, so I'm chilling. We have not really bled too much health, really. And in 5 more seconds, we have my shots back. So I just reload. 114 shoots at the IS-4, which means I can get 1 shot into the lower plate for 466. 2 shots into the lower plate. Bro, IS-4, it's a 114 SP2. It is not a hard tank to pen. Alright, well, let's see if the IS-4 bounces again. Well, he doesn't. Look at that. Get a clearing shell into the enemy 114, and we're up to 4,500 damage. This game was a weird one. That's what I'll say. It was a very weird battle. Because, you know, at the beginning, I just don't understand what we ran into. Why was there a tortoise just sitting there, and then the 60 as well? You know, I saw the 114 and the rest of their team spotted on the other side, so I was like, oh, obviously they're going over to the other side of the map. And then just, huh? Either way, 4,600 damage, 4 kills. I like how our WZ was saying F you in the chat to me for some reason. Okay, dude, you're really good. Either way, I can't get mad. We had a pretty good time in the concept. This is an incredibly brain-dead vehicle. It is definitely an OP tank. I mean, look at this. I lost 1 game. I played a couple games in the tank today. We lost 1 battle. But, like, it's just so brain-dead. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.